Okay, finally, we're back with Discworld Noir. Let's talk to this watchman.
I take it you're the watchman for this warehouse.
Wow.
Oh dear.
You're sharp. People never work that out. I mean, there are so many reasons that I might want to be out here on a pier in the middle of nowhere, but you went straight to the fact that I'm a watchman. Well done.
That's a
Oh, I am a
real
private
talent out
investigator.
there. It usually takes me much longer to take a dislike for someone.
I am a PI, what do you expect?
Let me guess. Not only are you the watchman for this warehouse, but you are so bored that anyone who comes along is a target for abuse.
You're good. I'll give you that. Sharp as a pancake. What brings you here?
Research. I'm on an investigation.
You with the watch?
No, I work alone.
So you're a criminal.
This is Ankh-Morpork. We're all guilty of something.
I'm not. Pure as the driven snow.
Oh, yeah? Well, you've just directly violated the patrician's laws about groundless metaphor. What? Well, can you prove to me that you're as pure as snow?
Ah, but that wasn't a metaphor. That was a simile.
Because, of course, the patrician is going to be swayed by a pedantic defense like that.
I guess you have a point.
I love this writing. It's brilliant.
When I gave Mundy's description to the watchman, he became animated.
Ooh.
Well, not that animated, but more animated than he had been.
That's the one. He tried to break into the warehouse the other night.
Interesting.
You're sure?
Or maybe I just like stringing you along for fun.
What happened?
I scared him off. I'd like to know where he is now, though. It doesn't look good to have people get away with breaking into a place like this. Bad for our reputation.
Oh, I'm sure. Because everyone respects you, and this would just put a total stop to all those dinner party invitations.
Oi. Watch it.
You know, I didn't expect that to actually work. Maybe this guy has got some information for me.
Heard of the Milka?
Sure. Put it in my coffee,
It's a ship.
Yeah, I know. Just winding you up.
Well, I'm already about as tightly wound as I'm going to get. Unless you were planning to use me as an alarm clock, I'd start thinking about being cooperative.
Where's the fun in that?
The Milka?
Oh, yeah. All I can tell you is that they unloaded their cargo here.
What was their cargo?
Oh, I couldn't tell you that. That'd be violating Watchman cargo confidentiality.
There's no such thing.
Oh, all right. I just don't want to tell you then.
That's more like it.
Ecstatic.
Okay. Cases. Okay. Let's go through the motions then. Carlotta.
What do you know about a woman named Carlotta?
Sorry, I don't get to socialise much with this job. It's the night work, you know.
Oh, okay, that didn't work. Inquisitive stranger?
Has there been a dwarf around asking questions?
That's nothing to do with me.
Okay. Malachite.
Do you know a troll by the name of Malachite?
Sorry, I don't get to socialise much with this job. It's the night work, you know.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two Conkers?
Sorry,
Okay, don't know them either.
I don't get to socialise much with this job. It's the night work, you know.
Therma?
Do you know anyone named Therma?
Sorry,
Nope, doesn't know.
I don't get to socialise much with this job. It's the night work, you know.
Okay. Mysterious murders.
Do you know anything about the recent murders in Ankh-Morpork?
That's nothing to do with me.
Anything else? Dealt with those two. I think that's it for that. I'll see if he's got anything to say about my inventory. Inventory, label.
Have you seen any labels like this before?
Oh, sure.
Where?
On crates.
I have this inescapable feeling that I could try and get some useful information out of you about this, but that it wouldn't be worth the time and effort I'd have to spend on the way.
I'd go with that feeling if I were you.
Okay, interesting. What about this scrap of paper?
Does this mean anything to you?
That's nothing to do with me.
Okay, crowbar.
Tempting as it was, I decided not to start attacking people with the crowbar.
Bribery.
I suppressed the urge to ask for money. I was broke, sure, but I wasn't that desperate.
Okay, I guess I'm done with this guy then.
I have a feeling I'll see you later.
I can't wait.
Okay, that was more useful than I thought it would be. Where do I need to go now? Octarine Parrot, that's the one.
I'd heard of the Octarine Parrot. It made other dives sound appealing. What a place. I could feel the rats on the walls. Hell, I could see the rats.
Oh, it's an elf, I think.
In fact, some of them had come out of the walls and were sitting at the tables.
Oh my word. Right, let's have a look.
I couldn't imagine who would pay attention to the notices in a seedy dive like the Parrot, but I guess they were of interest to someone. Come and see the greatest historical tragedy ever told, Antilogy and Cleffatara, Wells' masterpiece as 'twas meant to be performed by actors. Eat at Harga's House of Ribs, all you can gobble for $1, menu available. Famous wherever huge appetites gather and mountainous stomachs rumble. The amazing panacea that cures all known ills. Cut me own throat dibblers, genuine authentic soggy Mountain Dew. Guaranteed to cure all problems or your money back. Ah, there's some small print. Guarantee will not be honored. Come and see the greatest historic...
Stage.
The stage, where performers go up in front of a drunken crowd and sell their dignity to earn enough money to barely live on. It made me think that all the discs a stage and all the people players. Unfortunately, I felt like I'd been cast as an extra in my own life story.
Okay.
There
Can we
was
get on
nothing
the
I
stage?
could do with the stage other than be glad I didn't have to perform on it.
Sapphire, I wonder if that's a takeoff of Ruby. She was a troll, big troll in the Discworld series.
The troll singer was something else. I didn't know what, but she was something. Can we talk?
Certainly look that way. Move mouth, waggle tongue. Yeah, it all working.
My name's Luton.
Sapphire.
I could already tell that Sapphire was a troll who could look after herself. I knew I'd have to watch my step around her. It was quite a long way round her, too, and not the pretty way.
Talkie.
You've been a singer here long.
Long enough.
Long enough for what?
Long enough to want to be singing somewhere else.
Sapphire.
Tell me about yourself.
I tell you about myself in 4 words. Big ideas, small results.
Why did you become a singer?
Aren't many jobs for a troll like me. And at least this one honest.
Is honesty important to you?
As much as anything else.
I'm guessing nothing much matters to you right now, Sapphire.
You catch on quick, Luton.
Mankin.
What do you know about the barman?
Oh,
Mankin?
barman's name is Mankin.
Not much. Know that him a bigger loser than me.
How come?
He owns this place. At least Sapphire leave if Sapphire wants to.
Why don't you leave?
Where would I go? No place on Disc for a troll like me. Spend our whole lives waiting for break. Just one chance to come our way that can seize in both hands tightly. But it never come. Or if it do, we don't recognize it. So we go back to grind of job we hate. And just keep on ticking each day, one step closer to end.
Do you do children's parties?
She has a point, I guess. Okay, let's start with the notepad. The Mundy case.
I gave Sapphire Mundy's description in the hope that she'd seen him around.
Don't ring no bells, honey, but that don't mean much. We get lots of humans through here, and they all look the same to me.
Milka?
Do you know anything about the Milka?
Ask too many questions and a girl loses interest.
Okay, obviously not. Carlotta.
What do you know about a woman named Carlotta?
Sapphire know a lot of people, but don't know everyone, mister.
Inquisitive stranger been asking questions?
Has there been a dwarf around asking questions?
Ask too many questions and a girl loses interest.
I guess that's a no. Malachite.
I don't suppose you'd know a big troll called Malachite.
Sure, he
Ooh.
trot a few words, 'cause he don't know that many.
Do you know where I could find him?
Sapphire not seen him in years, but you try Rodin's workshop. He used to
Okay.
hang out there.
Hey, new map location. This is not a wasted journey after all.
Have you heard of a troll singer named Therma? She used to work here.
Huh, a troll singer named Therma.
What's so funny?
Huh, nothing. Sure, Sapphire know her.
Know where I could find her?
Try Morgue.
Ah.
She dead. Her
Really?
house on Tallow Street collapsed while back now. We trolls may be tough, but we're not indestructible. Rumors say she was practicing her moves and knocked out load-bearing beam. Brought whole place down on top of her. That's why Sapphire never practiced.
That's the only reason.
That, and I don't wanna.
Know where she's buried?
Sapphire don't know, but think they buried her under stage name Madame Lodestone.
Madame Lodestone?
Sure, on account of how attractive she was.
That's interesting. Okay.
So Therma performed here under the name Madame Lodestone.
Who are you, the narrator? I told you that already.
That's useful information. Let's go back one. Back another one. Ilsa and Two Conquers?
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two Conquers?
Sapphire know a lot of people, but don't know everyone, mister.
And mysterious
Word
murders.
is there's been a lot of strange murders recently.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Why not?
There are a lot of strange people in this city.
It's true. Inventory. Don't suppose you know anything about these. Worth a shot.
Does this mean anything to you?
Ask too many questions and a girl loses interest.
Didn't think so. Label.
Can you read this?
Ask too many.
Nope. I think I'm done with you.
Good to see you.
Feelings neutral, I'm sure.
Ah,
What's the connection between Malachite and Therma?
How would Sapphire know? Ask him yourself.
I will
Oh,
do.
but one piece of advice. Don't tell Malachite that Therma dead.
Why not?
You wouldn't want to be bearer of bad news to troll like that.
He's not above killing the messenger, then.
He's not above eating the messenger, honey.
I didn't think trolls could digest human flesh.
Right. It make them ill. That make you feel better?
I'll be back.
Cool. And let's look at Mankin. Actually, let's look at the bar first.
The bar looked almost as appealing as every other bar in town to me. But the drinks didn't exactly fill you with confidence. If I could have taken the bar with me, believe me, I would.
Mankin.
The bartender was a half-elf called Mankin, and I knew he wouldn't appreciate someone coming into his place and asking questions. Fortunately, I didn't care what he appreciated. Can I help you? You could sell me a drink. What's your poison? I'd prefer whiskey, straight with a whiskey chaser. You didn't come here to drink, did you? Well, I didn't come here for the sparkling conversation. Most of the customers go squeak, squeak. This seems like a nice place. No, it doesn't. It seems like what it is. A wretched hive of scum and villainy. It's tough to get to the top
precisely.
of the field. You could have that on a sign outside. Come to the Octarine Parrot, the most wretched hive of scum and villainy this side of the Ankh. Are you being funny? Apparently not. You look a little nervous. I can't shake the feeling that sooner or later someone is going to get their arm cut off. Have you always owned the Parrot? No. It used to be a troll bar. I took over the place after the riots. Did you keep any of the staff? Sure. I kept anyone who wanted to stay and wasn't too badly injured by the riots. But there's something about a group of rioting trolls that makes people reluctant to walk back into a place.
I'm not surprised.
Or indeed unable. Did you keep any singers on the staff? Only Sapphire.
Okay.
It's not often I see a half-elf bartender. Be honest. It's not often you see a half-elf. Okay, you got me. What's the deal? I don't like to talk about it. I thought elves were supposed to be irrepressibly likable, so that they can get away with whatever acts of cruelty they want, like cats. Well, I'm not an elf, all right? That's the problem, isn't it? Everyone can see that you've got elf blood in you, but you've got none of the advantages. All you get is people's prejudice. I don't like your manner. I'm not selling it. Tell me about Sapphire. Why don't you just talk to her yourself? Just don't bother her while she's working, all right?
Okay. To the notebook. Monday.
I gave Mencken Mundy's description and asked if he'd seen him. He told me that he hadn't. Maybe I could trust him. A half-elf doesn't need to make any more enemies.
Okay. Milka.
Do you know anything about the Milka? If you asked fewer questions, maybe you'd get more answers.
Okay. Carlotta.
What do you know about a woman named Carlotta? I know a lot of people. That doesn't mean I want to talk about them with you.
Okay. Useful.
Has there been a dwarf around asking questions? Nope.
It's getting worse. Malachite.
Do you know of a troll who goes by the name of Malachite? Tall, terse, and dense, in both senses of the word. Might have been one of the customers from when this used to be a troll bar, but I wouldn't know him if he was.
Therma.
Do you know someone named Therma? She used to sing here. That'd be before my time. Sapphire might know. She knew all the troll singers from back before I took over the Parrot.
Okay. Ilsa and Two
Do you know
Conkers.
a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two Conkers? I know a lot of people. That doesn't mean I want to talk about them with you.
Okay. Mysterious
Do you
murders.
know anything about the recent murders? Only what you're about to tell me. You're
True
not
enough.
very helpful, are you? Just because I don't want to help you doesn't mean I'm not helpful generically. Say, I do like your hard-boiled dialogue. How long do you boil it? About 12 minutes from when the water begins to bubble.
Madam Lodestone.
Heard of a troll singer named Madam Lodestone? Sooner or later, you're gonna get tired of me telling you to talk to Sapphire.
I know, but I like asking anyway. I think that's it. Don't think there's anything here. Does that mean
Does
anything
this
to
mean
you?
anything to you? A tiny piece of cardboard? It means you got far too much time on your hands.
Tis fair. Goodbye.
Until later, Mencken.
Well, let's chase up this new lead, shall we? Rodan's workshop. Cool. Oh wow, I like that.